from the jump, only get one shot. Your boy's too clutch. I'm the main line, like I'm a plug. But at the same time, this ain't what you want. I told him straight from the jump, like rolled on my place in the front. Been waiting for months. All of my patience is up. My hate for haters none. It's partially love. Look what I become. Grown with every breath.
Welcome to the Fanbook podcast, where your hosts will be betting on NFL games and fantasy football. I'm Angelica, your videographer, and here are your hosts.
Welcome to the Fanbook podcast. We're about to get into BlackList 7-Up. This week, I'm doing my top 7 running backs. Now, this was actually a hard list to put together because there's so many nice running backs. But I'm going to say number 7 is Chuba Hubbard. I like Chuba Hubbard, Carolina Panthers. You know, number 6, this was a hard one. But I'm going with my boy Bucky Irving, Tampa Bay. Number 5, Bijan Robinson, Atlanta.
So you ain't explaining why?
What?
You ain't explaining why?
No, I don't have to. We're gonna get into the talk once I get my whole list out there. Number 4, Josh Jacobs, Green Bay. We already know what Josh Jacobs do. Number 3, this is controversial right here.
I want to know which one you doing.
Derrick Henry.
See, I knew he was gonna do that.
I ain't got you.
Derrick Henry, number 3.
I already know what
Number 2.
Now this is controversial. Who you putting first?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, all right. Oh, all right.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
You know he's gonna have Saquon out there.
Yeah.
Number 1, the only, the greatest running back in the world, Saquon Barkley. Now, that's my 7-Up list. What we doing?
I'm switching Gibbs and Henry. I'm switching them
Why?
because Henry is the number 2
Why?
running back.
Now it's time to get into the conversation.
Because one had 2,000 and one almost had 2,000. You gotta give it to Derrick Henry, bro. Like Derrick Henry, he's a monster, bro. And I like Gibbs too, but I'm gonna put Gibbs in the 3rd.
Right. What you judging it off of?
Off of last year. I'm going.
No.
Huh?
What you judging it off of? Rushing or touchdowns? Because Gibbs blew all them out in touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm talking about rushing though.
So now I don't care about rushing. I care about scoring.
No, for real. But at the same time, we ain't gonna act like Derrick Henry ain't had touchdowns.
No, but Gibbs damn near doubled him.
Yeah, but he Gibbs also beat Saquon with touchdowns.
Yeah,
but we not putting Gibbs over Saquon, like because of touchdowns.
Right, but I look at their running style. So when I look at Gibbs is way more. See, Derrick Henry is a power back. Derrick Henry runs with power. He's not shifty.
It's a Marshawn Lynch.
He's not shifty.
I like that though. Marshawn Lynch was called the Beast for a reason.
Lynch was shifty.
I like that.
Yeah, some of those.
I like that.
Some of them running backs are shifty.
Like Derrick Henry is.
Derrick Henry is not shifty. He's just a power.
Derrick Henry is.
Well, he could
David
be like Blunt.
Montgomery on steroids,
He could be
bro.
like Blunt. Because I feel like Blunt.
Like when I watch somebody run, when I'm watching somebody run, I want to see them break niggas' ankles. Fuck over there, get up, spin on niggas, jump over backwards on niggas. I want to see that.
I like a little bit of everything, but what is like
the power running is not really a style to me.
Well,
like,
running back, because I'm gonna bring it all the way back.
I don't know.
When the Eagles had Deuce Staley, that was one of my favorite players to play with. He was trucking shit, bro, carrying niggas on his back. I like that style of running too.
So, like, I'm not
So,
just
Yeah, I
going
just
like-
can't put it over.
So
Yeah,
what?
I mean,
So
I can't
what
put it
about?
over
So
Jameer
what about
Gibbs.
like? Let's just think of like Barry Sanders. Let's look at them
Okay.
kind of running back.
I mean, I like
They
both
all
styles.
shifty, though.
I like both
but that's what I'm
styles.
saying. So we like Derrick Henry because he's just big and he could just bull.
I like
everybody.
both
Yeah,
styles.
but I'm just
So
saying.
that's why we like Derrick Henry.
No,
but
I
it's-
like Derrick Henry. I'm just saying
I know.
I
I'm
like
saying
him
that's
over
why we
Jameer.
like him because it's
Cause-
not like he won a Super Bowl here.
Cause you gotta
Jameer
pick a
shifty.
side, cause
Um,
cause you like because you say you like
right now in a career, like right now, I'm going with Gibbs over Henry.
cause you say you like Josh running style
And he younger, fresher.
over Lamar. You like Josh over Lamar because Josh can truck through shit. So you gotta pick a side.
See, I also like the simple fact of a running back being able to run like Saquon though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's not just one dimensional. Derrick Henry's one dimensional.
He is.
You
I
give him
mean,
the
but
ball,
he-
he gonna run through shit. And
but he-
Josh Allen got swiftiness to him too though. Just because they don't cut motherfuckers up, he definitely got some swiftiness to him.
Josh Allen ain't really swifty, bro.
Yeah.
He got some swiftiness to him.
He just be he
He's
breaking
not like a
tackles.
Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson.
he's not-
breaking tackles.
But
He not
but
And
he
he's
runs,
not even
though. He
like,
runs,
and he's
though.
not even like a Jalen Hurts, bro. Jalen Hurts got a little move to him,
I
bro.
just said he
Like,
like Carson Wentz.
he
No,
like
I can't
Not
say
every
that.
day.
Yeah.
I can't say
I don't know.
that.
I don't agree
Listen,
with
I don't
that.
want to get on
He's
this
a Carson-
conversation,
he's
but
Carson-
Carson Wentz don't have no swifty.
Him
Now,
and Carson
hold
Wentz
on,
got
I'll tell
the
you this.
same.
I tell
No,
you this.
because
I'll tell
Josh
you this.
Allen
Hold on.
going straight ahead.
Listen, I'll tell
Hurts
you
is
this.
going to try to
Before
cut.
Hurts got hurt, yeah, he had some swiftiness to him. 'Cause that move he
Yeah.
put on the bull and the Saints, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
But since he got hurt, nah, that nigga just. You want to know why I
He
say
just
that?
gonna run
Because
through.
in that championship game, well, not the championship game. What game was that against the Rams? It was the divisional game, right?
The division, yeah.
That nigga got grabbed, and that nigga looked like an old ass man trying to take back off again. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. He not as shifty as he was, but he was.
Yeah.
He was when he came in.
But Josh,
Yeah.
no, Josh is, you know.
He's still running. He's still.
He
he
not
still
really
got his speed
shifty.
and all that. He still got his.
He
power,
got
but
he got the
He
speed.
not putting that move on him.
Josh got the
Because he
speed,
don't want
but
to get hurt.
Josh
That
not
money.
really Josh not really being shifty when he run. He just going past you.
I feel like when quarterbacks are getting
Trucking
money,
through.
No, Josh.
the second time around they don't do
And
stuff like
and let's face it, if we going off of last year, Derrick Henry was the second best running back.
Yeah, that's because of yards though.
You know what I mean?
No,
And-
but that's why you can't say that because it depends on what you're judging it off of. Because if somebody say, well, Derrick Henry got 1,900 yards, 13 touchdowns.
Nah, yeah.
Jameer
Who made a
Gibbs,
bigger impact? on
Jameer Gibbs got like,
that? You think like that? Who made a
Jameer
bigger
Gibbs
impact?
got like 1,100.
It's tough to say because a team like Detroit,
See, you gotta remember-
everybody.
Because Lamar,
Everybody-
You gotta
Lamar still was
remember,
throwing
hold
the
on,
ball.
hold on.
He wasn't.
But this what you
he
gotta
was still
remember
throwing the
though.
ball
This what you
everywhere.
gotta
So,
remember
I mean,
though.
like,
What you gotta remember
But you can say that
is
for both teams.
Jameer Gibbs is splitting his reps with Montgomery.
Yeah, Montgomery.
He's splitting his reps. Derrick Henry is basically like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if we take David Montgomery and with his yards and give him to Jameer Gibbs, he damn near got 2,000 too.
Saquon and Jameer Gibbs is more important to their teams than Derrick
right?
Henry
I
is.
look at that.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
Lamar can win.
Well, I don't know if I can
without
say that.
Derrick Henry.
I don't know if
You know
I
what
can
I'm
say
saying? It
that.
ain't like they did something
I can,
extra
because-
with Derrick Henry.
I don't know if
this
I
year.
can say that. Because Derrick Henry,
that's not true. They
Because
got
Derrick
a little
Henry-
bit further.
Derrick
What a
Henry.
little bit further you talking about?
No, they didn't.
Oh no,
No, they didn't. That's what I'm saying.
But Derrick
No.
Henry, they went home the same time the season before. No, but Derrick Henry.
That's what I'm saying.
But-
They go out the first.
No, they went to the conference championship the season before last, Torch, when he won the MVP. Remember, they got put out by the Chiefs.
He talked about that nigga too.
But
Oh, I ain't watched.
Wait.
I ain't watched the Super Bowl.
Wait,
I
hey,
wasn't worried
cuz.
about that. You seen that? You seen that interview with Patrick Mahomes?
no, hey, cuz, no, but I say Derrick Henry, he's important to that team too because he opened up the field for everybody. When he got the ball, when he on the field, that shit that shit part like the Red Sea. Everybody, because they so scared.
I like
Yeah, but
Gibbs.
I feel
I'm not
like
mad at
I
him
feel like
being
a
3
good.
though.
I feel like another good running back is
But
coming in.
Gibbs
But I
got
can
number 3.
see how
Gibbs
y'all
is
have
number
him
2.
number 2, but I'm putting Derrick Henry there, and then I'll put Gibbs, and then I'll put. I think I agree with most of the rest of your list. I think I would replace
receiving yards. It pretty much matches up with Derrick Henry rushing yards though.
receiving.
Because Derrick Henry can, I mean.
Oh
he's
yeah.
not doing
Jameer
all
Gibbs
that.
got receiving too. Yeah.
Hey, Black, how you ain't put Christian McCaffrey on his list?
Because he ain't played like
Because
I gotta say,
Oh, if we
not-
going off for last year, but we know Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, but we gotta see it again, Torch.
Christian
He keep getting
McCaffrey
hurt.
be
We
up
gotta
there if
see
he-
it.
If he played last
I
year.
think I'm gonna replace Bucky with Aaron
Aaron who?
Aaron Jones.
What?
You must have
I
bumped
need
your
to-
head.
That's controversial. I like to agree with Black, but Black was on with Bucky. Like, come on.
Yeah, Bucky, monster,
Bucky was a
man.
beast last year.
Yeah,
And he was
but
splitting the
no,
field.
the two I was having trouble with, it was Chuba Hubbard and Chase Brown, because I liked Chase Brown last year.
But Chase ain't doing much.
Chase Brown was balling last year.
He ain't do more
He
than
ain't
Trump.
do as much.
I like mustard too. I'm
He
going
ain't do
mustard.
more
Mustard.
Oh no, cuz that's who I forgot.
I like him.
A-Chain. I forgot A-Chain.
Nah, but
He
if
kinda
we gonna drop Christian McCaffrey off, we dropping A-Chain.
So what about T.Y.?
Why?
Because A-Chain
I
had
was
a
thinking about that
down
Colts
year,
and I
bro.
was like,
No, he
right.
didn't.
Yeah, A-Chain wasn't. A-Chain
I
wasn't
know.
good.
Yo, cuz
Huh?
A-Chain played last year, right?
But he had a
Yeah,
down
he had a
year.
down year,
A down
This
slope.
year,
What was a down year?
It's Miami.
No, what was a down year though?
Yeah.
Look up, yeah,
Check them stats.
yeah. Look up his numbers. He should have over 1,000. If he don't have over 1,000, then yeah, he had a down year.
I thought the Colts running back did a good job. I didn't think he was horrible.
I ain't too mad at this running back list though.
907 and 6 touchdowns.
907.
907.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could have
Look up
got.
Aaron Jones' numbers.
He could have got a stat.
13, 5, hold on, 1,138 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Put some respect on Aaron Jones.
I told you, Aaron. I said when he said
Put
Aaron
some
Jones,
respect on his
Aaron
name, bro.
Yeah, but he
Look up Bucky Irvin.
Yeah.
Because I know that was one of y'all favorite
Yeah, because we watched the way he run.
picks the
1,000
fantasy.
122 and 8 touchdowns.
He got 8 touchdowns
Yeah.
to 5.
But see, that's just rushing. I ain't
But that's kind of close. That's kind of close, cuz.
Oh, that's what I said.
I don't know. And Bucky was hurt a couple times last year.
And he still got them yards.
He was hurt.
He
a couple times.
he was hurt.
Aaron Jones is on his way out.
Inconsistent.
So how long you all think Derrick Henry got? Like we're not gonna pretend that he ain't
He
old.
still got like.
How many you
5,
think
6
you
years
got?
in
No,
him.
he don't.
No, that's a lot,
that's too
cuz.
much.
That's a lot of years for
Now that's a
him.
fraud
That's a
statement.
lot of years.
That was a fraud
Because the nigga
statement.
already like
So,
34, ain't
he
he?
might got like 2 or 3, but I
The way-
don't see
the
no
way that
5 or
boy-
6.
The way that boy take care of himself, like
Nah.
he got enough.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear
He's too
that.
old for that.
Trust me.
No, running back?
No,
No.
he
5
he's
years?
done. He's
Nah.
done. He's about to be done soon.
Nah,
Derrick
that-
Henry not that old though.
But he's about to be done soon.
Yeah, he in his 30s, cuz.
Exactly. He's been in the game for so long.
He in his
old.
30s.
He's not going to keep doing that. He's not going to give you all them yards every year. No, it's going to go down.
He 31. Come
That's
on.
old for a
All right,
running
so
back.
5 years, you saying 30, so
36.
So
No, he
remember, so Shady is 36 right now.
Exactly.
And he been retired for how long? How long Shady been retired? Like running
Him and
backs don't be
Saquon is
playing
really
that
the
long.
only the same age, and Saquon basically is going to have more years than Derrick Henry to me.
That's a long time to be
If
to
Saquon stay with us, he'll have
running.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
stay with us, but that's a good thing because he got a good offensive line.
If he goes somewhere else, and whatever.
It won't. That's why. If he was still with the Giants, he wouldn't have survived. He'd have probably retired early.
The way Saquon and Derrick Henry take care of themselves, dog, they both looking at an extra 5 years of play.
5 years is a lot.
Listen, I look at Derrick
Right.
Henry like Adrian Peterson.
No.
Adrian stayed for a long time.
But Derek is big and hot.
Same shit with Steven Johnson too. I know y'all probably don't know.
Yeah, so
I don't know who that is.
so did y'all agree with the list or what? What's going on?
I
For
agree
the
with
most
your
part, I
list.
like it.
I don't feel like none was really.
So now we're gonna get into my delusional phase on that note. No,
You ain't talking about me because I ain't no fraud. That's a fraud right here.
No, this
That's the biggest fraud. I told you that's Rick Ross
this
fraud.
not a fraud
I
tape.
am good.
This is not a fraud tape. This is a delusional fame tape. So I was watching them have debates about certain players, right? Like, you know how you said, all right, the first delusional fans that everybody know in the world is Dallas. When you think about delusional fans, Dallas, they are always delusional every year. Mm-hmm. But I'm starting to see the same thing with Patrick Mahomes. And I feel this way
they got every right to
because we know so this is
every right to feel that way.
This is what I feel about when I say delusional fans, right? Delusional fans don't like to say when their player or their team is playing bad. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't like delusional fans. I don't like delusional fans that don't, because how much of a fan are you if you can't tell me that I'm doing bad? If you can't tell me that I'm doing bad, if you can't say, yo, Trey, tighten up, bro, what you doing? You let that nigga, but everybody is scared because they don't want to sound like they're not a fan. They don't want to sound like they're not a fan. So what they'll do is they'll argue a nigga down. And I did it before. I used to do it all the time for Allen Iverson. Allen couldn't do no wrong to me. So anytime a nigga mentioned Allen, no, nigga, we got beef. But it's delusional. It's delusional because sometimes that nigga did shit that fucked the game up. Sometimes that happened. And you gotta be able to say that. If you can't critique your favorite player or your favorite team, you are a delusional fan. I want to put that out there to the world.
I don't think they're delusional.
That is delusional.
I don't think they're delusional. I think if I had a quarterback that kept going to the Super Bowl every year and had 3 Super Bowl rings, that's not delusional.
No, it's still delusional. Because hold on. Wait. So let me ask you a question. So let me ask you a question.
I would be praising my quarterback.
Let me ask you a question, cuz. Let me ask you a question, cuz.
Yeah.
Every year when he not in
Patrick
there.
Mahomes.
He darn near hosting. He about to say he gonna host it this year.
Cuz Patrick Mahomes got 3 rings, right?
Mm-hmm. You've been to 5.
Through him being the 5, right? You were still able to watch the game and say that nigga ain't played good last year, right?
Throughout the year, yeah.
Oh, okay. So what I'm saying is that when you can't see that, delusional fans don't see that. They be like, no, that nigga great. That nigga great. No.
And then they got every right to
that was only 2
No,
years
they
ago.
don't.
Listen,
It's delusional.
They have every right. They don't see nothing bad.
No, we're not talking about his first 3 years, cuz.
But
You're going too far back.
If you can't talk about his first 3 years, then you can't talk about his last 2.
No, cuz how? Cuz nobody's going to judge you off of what you did 10 years ago, nigga. What are you talking about? They're going to judge you off of what they just seen. If you've been knocking niggas out, hold on. When Mike Tyson was knocking everybody the fuck out, did that matter when Lennox Lewis knocked him the fuck out? No! They cared about him getting knocked out by Lennox. Right. What are you talking about, bro? It's about your last fight.
The problem becomes
you're saying delusional. Bro.
Yes, because
hold on.
The problem becomes when your downslope year is still in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
That's
crazy.
No,
I'm praising my quarterback. We didn't have a lot of people around you, and we still made the fucking Super Bowl. That's my man.
Like,
I've been hyping him like that.
That's why it's hard to call.
I cannot say that about Kansas City
City fans. I can't
because
say that. They got every
Kansas
right to
City,
feel
like,
that way. They
your
do.
worst years.
No, I said
your worst years was
I didn't say
Kansas
Kansas
City
City
Super Bowl.
Just like nobody can tell me about LeBron. Nobody can tell me about LeBron.
That's what I said. But I'm noticing, I'm starting to see the same thing with Patrick Mahomes. I said Patrick Mahomes.
No, he didn't.
Y'all do what he did before.
Didn't I say Patrick Mahomes?
When he started this off, did he say Kansas City?
I said Patrick Mahomes.
Wrong. You real fucking wrong.
Yo, watch. Hey, this how we going. Angie, as soon as we stop, no, I said Patrick Mahomes. I said Dallas fans, and I said Patrick Mahomes. And when I said Patrick, she frowned up her face. And I said Patrick because that's the delusional fan.
No, you're
because they're afraid to
delusional.
talk.
Because if that was your quarterback 5 years ago,
Because if I was talking about
you don't talk about bad. You're not doing it. What are you talking about?
You're nothing.
That's why you don't know.
Yo,
you don't know. You talking bad about him? Like, what you talking about?
Yo, you don't talk. Everybody.
You don't talk bad. You don't talk bad about somebody that made a Super Bowl fight. That's like, but you know he's a hater. LeBron made to the finals 10 times in a fucking row, and he don't like him. He's a hater. That's what I'm talking about.
First of all,
it's the same thing. He's a hater. Why would you not give that to him?
Wait.
Why would you not give Patrick props?
Oh my God, yo.
Like you're a hater.
How? If you said that
you a hater,
because the nigga played bad, how can you say that?
The whole difference had to stop one man.
Oh,
that's how you know.
Yo, if you said that played bad, yo, see, this is hold on. This is a delusional thing. This is a delusional thing. Somebody that says that, because the nigga played bad, I'm still gonna give him his props.
That's not what I'm saying. He made it to the Super Bowl.
That's delusional.
He made it to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
You sound.
Hey, cuz,
hold on.
Go ahead.
Remember when she said why you still got your AirPods in? This is why.
Because she been yelling for nothing. No, but look, hey, cuz.
No, but
hey, cuz.
you did
But if you think about it, wait, that don't even make sense. Wait a minute, Brent. Let somebody else talk. Damn.
I'm praising that nigga. Mama down in it.
Like, yo, first of all, nobody downed him. Why do you down somebody because you said that they played bad, Brent? Damn, what's wrong with you? Why is that downing somebody?
I'm not downing him, but you're making it seem like Patrick Mahomes.
No, this is a delusional
thing. He didn't even have a lot of people around to me.
Hold on.
We're not gonna talk about it.
So this was my definition of a delusional thing.
You're delusional.
When you can't tell somebody.
You're a fraud.
Yo, can you shut up, Britt? Damn. My point was, a delusional fan to me is when you can't say if somebody plays bad. Like a prime example to me. This is a prime example to me. Don't pay attention to her, Church. Real shit. This is a prime example.
Don't tell him what to do.
This is a prime. Yo. Oh my God, yo. A prime example. I'm a Tank Davis fan, right? I'm a Tank Davis fan. Tank Davis is the best boxer in the world to me, right? Now, yo, can you shut up, Britt? Damn,
I'm mixing boxing and football.
I'm talking to the issue. This was not.
Like it's a team sport, and we're talking about individual sport. It's not the same thing.
Yo. That's not my point.
Like,
if you shut up, you will hear my point.
And it's gonna be done.
My point is, she gotta shut up sometime. My point is that I can criticize somebody that I love because just because I love him don't mean that everything he does is right. No, that's delusional. That's what I was saying. When you say such and such is my favorite player, let's just say Saquon. You know Saquon is my favorite player, right? But in that Atlanta game, who was the first one that put it out there? He dropped the pass. That one. That's not. So I'm not delusional because I can say, even though he's my favorite player, I can still say, he fucked up that game. You see what I'm saying? Now a delusional fan will be like, no, it wasn't Saquon. It wasn't Saquon. That's a delusional fan. When they know that a nigga fucked up and they still like, no, it wasn't Saquon. It wasn't. Even though we all watched it with our fucking eyes.
I'm gonna get him, man.
Come on, bro.
That's
what a delusional fan is.
Let me go towards. Let me go on that one. So
ahead.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna break this down. Cause we're gonna talk about two. That's the sports thing. We're gonna stop comparing sports because boxing is individual. So anyway, we talking about Patrick Mahomes. If you think about it, he still made the Super Bowl. Even if he didn't play okay, even if he didn't have his best year, he still made the Super Bowl. If they want to praise him, if they want to be delusional over him, let them. He made the Super Bowl 5 years in a row. Nobody's doing that, Black. And that was your quarterback, you would have been delusional too with them. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The greatest quarterback right now, what are we talking about? One of the greatest quarterbacks. Like, what are we talking about?
Wait, can we criticize? Wait, so let me ask, okay, now let me ask this dummy something. Now look, when did we criticize Tom Brady?
Get mad because you're losing.
Wait, did we? Hold on. Wait, hold on. What did you say, cuz? Did we criticize Tom Brady? Mm-hmm. Did everybody criticize Tom Brady? Mm-hmm. And how many rings Tom Brady got?
7.
But you know what? Because niggas wasn't delusional. Because niggas
how are they delusional?
Niggas wasn't delusional.
We talking about their fan base. How are they delusional when they're being 5 years in a row?
If you can't say that a player plays
people delusional over time too.
No, if you say that
the Patriots fans, they say delusional over time.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
They don't play over time.
Hold on, bro.
What are you talking about?
I know what you're saying, Black. So, but you can't say.
They can't have that feeling. They can have that feeling.
Yeah, I said that it's a delusional thing.
I ain't saying you can't criticize them because they could get criticized.
That is what you're saying.
But what I'm saying is they do got every right to feel the way they feel.
They do.
If my down year.
And we're talking
about a Super Bowl,
right?
Like the 2 years
you're not talking about Dallas, they didn't make it.
The 2 years you said I went on down slope was in the Super Bowl. That's like I got all the faith in my team.
Yes.
Because I seen my quarterback at his highs. I seen my quarterback at his lows, and we still at the Super Bowl. And wait. Before Black go, because he gonna say it's a whole team, right? Mm-hmm. But if you take Patrick Mahomes off that team,
there's no team.
Is they get to the Super Bowl?
No.
Huh?
They're not even.
So we can't.
But you can remove a lot of players and they don't.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Hold on, Black. You know.
Without Patrick is no team. Without Patrick is no team.
Like Trey was saying earlier, it's certain quarterbacks. Lamar is his team.
Right.
Joe Burrow is his team. Right. You got them elite quarterbacks that without them.
Mahomes,
it's going downhill.
It's
going downhill.
All right. So when I say so we watch this season, cuz right? We watched this season. Their defense won how many games for them this season? At least half of their games, right? Mm-hmm. So without the half that their defense won for them, they don't even make it to the playoffs.
I love Patrick Mahomes, but the other half was won by the refs.
Right. So now look, cuz. No, look.
He even came out and said it himself.
No, look, cuz that's what I like. See, I could respect Patrick for that. I could respect Patrick for coming out saying it. The problem is the delusional fans that still like, no, he played good. No. We're not going to act like because the nigga went to Super Bowl he played good.
But I don't think it's people actually saying he played good.
I
think it's people calling him great. But I don't think it's people saying he played. He had the best season.
I don't think it was the fans that was coming out.
It's not like you.
If you want to talk about Nick Wright as a fan,
the media too.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I think you talk about Nick Wright as a fan, but I don't hear it through the.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like
even with Nick Wright though.
Yeah, like he be hyping it up too much.
He talks about Mahomes a lot because of what he done in the past.
Right.
He named the whole
because when they
about
mention
Mahomes.
because when they mention like his gameplay now, he like he ain't play the best, but
he didn't play the
like
best.
he'll do that.
I know,
So this is
if I know my quarterback, just like my quarterback didn't play.
Cause my whole reason for bringing up the delusional things is because I hear a lot of times, and it's not just in this room, because we know it's in this room, but it be outside in the world too, right? I hear a lot of times where people will say, if you criticize a quarterback, you a hater. If you criticize a player, you a hater. Oh, you hate them because you said that they didn't play good. So that makes you an automatic hater. Because if you say that somebody didn't play good that she loves, you a hater, cuz.
I did not say that.
That's what is that not what it is?
But when you don't say, you already said you was a LeBron hater, right?
I thought you said don't compare other sports.
No.
Don't bring up other sports.
You just said like you just using anything. But I'm just saying, you said you're not naming no names, you're not saying anything, right? What I'm saying is if somebody had 4 rings, somebody had 5, somebody had 6, it don't matter. To me, they're still great. Do you get what I'm saying? Mahomes is great. Like, I don't care what nobody say. When you go 5 seasons in a row to the Super Bowl, you probably didn't play your best this year, but I can clearly say he's a winning quarterback.
He lost one to the GOAT. And he lost
right.
one to us.
I just want to ask
No,
you.
Like, he's
Black,
great.
hold up, wait.
Like,
Black, I want to ask you, like,
he gotta get better parts
when
around
you say delusional, all right. Well, you said what you said when you say delusional fans, but like, do you think that his fan base should just give up on him because he had 2 bad years?
No one ever said. No one ever said give up on the quarterback, bro. No one ever said give up on anybody. No one ever said give up on anybody. Like I said, if I got a favorite player, right? If I got a favorite player. If I got a favorite team, right? I have to be able to criticize my team the same way that I do another team. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I can't criticize my team the way that I would criticize another team if they were doing the same thing, that's a delusional thing. Yeah, but so the people that say things like, "Hey, yo," like the argument that we had, I don't want to get back into it that much, but when people say, "Hey, yo, Jalen Hurts deserved to get paid, but Brock Purdy don't," that's a delusional fan to me, because I'm like, yo, bro, like, is we really going? Are we going to go over facts? Are we going to go off of facts?
I got something to say about that.
But let me ask you, because he had a down year, do you think that he's going to have another year?
Go ahead. What you going to say, Cuz?
For anybody that said that Jalen was, that the Eagles fans was delusional fans because Jalen got paid or anything like that, I came across a video where his agent was talking about.
I did too.
The time
Talk about it.
That Jalen got paid.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to my statement.
When you say
like
you need to give your money out so we can be good.
This nigga said, yo, just get me a contract, but don't get me the highest contract. Make sure my guys is paid.
Mm-hmm. That's what he did. And
but he ain't take no 30 million cut, nigga. You talking about 30 million? Like,
nigga, he don't take no $30
million. He made sure before he accepted his contract. He made, and you can even do it that way too. He made sure before he accepted his contract that his guys was taken care of. That's what I'm talking about.
Right?
No, cuz that is not what you said, cuz.
No, I'm not saying. I just said, if you heard what I said at the beginning, I said you could do it this way too.
No, because you said 30 million.
Listen,
George said, yo, how much of a buck?
You know what he meant. You know what he meant.
His team was taken care of. And then
no, but what I'm saying is his contract was still big.
No, I'm about to hit you with another one. Jalen Carter said, listen, money is good. But that look that you see on all my teammates' faces when we won that ring, that's worth more than money.
For real.
Okay.
Most the realest fucking football players, which I'm one of them,
Me too.
I was one of them. I ain't that.
I might as well have been one.
Listen. The money is going to come. We all know that. It's the same shit in the street shit and all that. The money going to come when it's going to come. But, nigga, if I got a chance to win that ring and be put in history,
for real,
I'm taking that more than the money.
No, but that
niggas,
now you know why
money hungry is not going to think.
Now I'm gonna tell you why a lot of people. I'm gonna tell you why a lot of football players. I mean, football players came out and had these conversations already, so they already talked about this shit. I told you that the show, the new show with Marshawn Lynch, and I think
oh yeah,
I forget the other boy name. They got a new show and Shady was on that show, and.
Well,
that was another thing that I wanted to bring up. That was another thing that I wanted to bring up because Shady he didn't sound all high and mighty about Hurts the way that I thought that he was. But we're gonna get to that in another joint. But
yeah.
what they was talking but the reason why a lot of players is like that because I realized like when you realize you want to capitalize off of your prime. Every player want to capitalize off their prime because you got motherfuckers that is hard for them to get a contract. Like you take Hendrickson, where he played on a minimum contract for years. For years, they said he only making $16 million, George, and everybody else at his position that's a lower tier than him.
I'm sorry,
is making 30.
I wish I did have $16 million right
now.
No,
listen, cuz that is the mind of somebody. That is the mind of somebody that don't got it. But if you a nigga that if I'm a nigga, like it's different. Like right now, if a nigga come and say, yo, Black, I want to offer you a record deal, here go $1 million. I might take that shit because I ain't got it right now. But that's why a lot of people later on down the line be like, yo, I got fucking jerk. You see a lot of people come out and be like, yo, I done signed my fucking life away. That's how football players be feeling like, yo, bro, I got hurt. I've been playing on the minimum. Now I got hurt and you said, fuck me. When you were supposed to pay me. No, I want my money now. I want my bread now.
If I'm Trey Henderson, I'm looking for somewhere else to go.
And what they did, look, and this what they did to Trey Henderson, Church. What they did to Trey Henderson is they promised him. They made a promise to him. Once he got that first season, he got 17 sacks. They said, yo, if you have another good season, we're going to take care of you at the end of the year. He got another 17 sacks last season. And they still didn't pay him. They was like, fuck that. You still paying players for the money. That's why niggas don't take pay cuts.
I'd have been like,
if I was him, I would have been looking for another trade piece. I'd have been looking to get the fuck out of there.
Me too.
Because you took my money and paid a fucking nigga that can't be on the field more than
for
five
games a year. Yeah, I can't. No.
Like, come on, dog.
So you let your quarterback take control now.
As good as Trey Higgins
I'd have been good.
As good as he is.
Well, it's not his quarterback because Joe Barrow fought for him too.
I'm more violent.
Joe Barrow fought for all
Joe Barrow fought for him too.
Joe Barrow fought for all of them.
He fought for Trey Henderson.
Right, he should have. He was there first.
No, he wasn't going to get paid before Jamar Chase. Because Jamar Chase been waiting
not Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase been waiting alone.
They talking about T. Higgins.
Oh, see. I don't know if he would have got. I don't know
because he gets hurt every year. He's not guaranteed. He's not guaranteed.
I'm not putting my money on somebody that's only going to give me.
But I think they was looking at that. I think they was looking at that dynamic duo that they got right there. I don't think they wanted to. I don't think they wanted to
but
take
they do need defense.
Because I actually thought they was going to let
you need defense. You ain't going to have no defense. You ain't winning no games. Period. This was a great episode. You know, and this is your girl Bad Bread calling everybody frauds up in this motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Thank you for watching another episode of the Fanbook Podcast. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, or you're a fraud. Thank you.
Welcome to Philadelphia. Here we go.
Walk with us. It's that Philly walk. 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 Fly, Eagles, fly. 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 Boxing.